What's going on, people? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the distribution for Group 1 for YieldMax. This distribution is the ex-dividend date for the 19th, and the dividend payment will be paid out on November 20th. Um, I don't know if you guys watched one of the videos that I did about the YieldMax doing a reverse split between Group 1 ETFs. So just mind you, some of these things that they do uh, is because the fund isn't doing too well or the NAV decay, it's going a little bit too steep. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to save the fund and not afraid to continue to go on. The problem that I encounter with that is that, and I'll share with you guys a little bit of numbers for OLT so you guys can see that then the decay from when it first was open. So since inception, a matter of fact, we're gonna do a year, and you guys gonna see a huge decline in share price appreciation. So unless they can figure this out where they could continue paying those high dividends amounts or the high percentage, close to 70%, 75%, whatever it is, um, it will probably do the same thing about a year, right? So if you put in $10,000 in it, you may get some pretty good juicy dividends. But the problem with that is that if it continues to erode and disappear, right? So your dividends is going to make up for your loss of price appreciation. But at the same time, you're not really gaining anything from it. So you're only gaining your dividends, and it's kind of in a point. It's kind of in a way that is like if I buy into a stock and I want to see price appreciation at the same time, will I want to stick with OT? Right. So that's a decision that, you guys all need to make. Right. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the distributions for this week. Okie dokie. So for starters, Chappie will be paying 41 cents. Fiat is going to pay 38 cents. 5E is going to pay 27 cents. GPTY 30 cents, LFGY is going to pay 37 cents, QDTE 34 cents, RDTE 44 cents. That's not bad actually. That 44 cents that's a pretty good payout. SDTY is going to pay 25 cents, Salty 76 cents. That's pretty good payment right there. So if you guys are in a ultra short income from YieldMax. That's a sweet dividend payment right there. So congratulations if you own that. Ulti, again, paying 6 cents. This past week, it also paid 6 cents as well. Again, if you own Ulti and you want to continue to hold on Ulti, power to you. I can't say nothing about that because I used to own Ulti too when I used to pay I used to make $1,000 on Ulti. So that's weekly. Max 7, this is whole pretty much all that tech companies out there is going to pay 9 cents, and the Y Max is going to pay 13 cents. So if you do own any of these shares on these companies, do the math of how much money you're going to be getting. Just keep in mind that on November 28th, they're going on a reverse split, right? If you watched a video that I made about that, you're not losing any money. All is happening. It's your shares will be cut. If you have 10 shares, you will have only one share. And the price will actually increase, but the number of the amount that you have in there will remains the same. Nothing will change. All right, just keep that in mind. Now, however, they have announced matter of fact, three new ETFs that will release. Matter of fact, they released today on the 18th. And the ones that are like very, very promising, it's gonna be NVIDIA, and basically NVIDIA is gonna be called NVIT, and Tesla. The code, basically the ticker is gonna be TESS. Now, this actually is gonna be a target um, distribution of 25%. It's not guaranteed, by the way, and it's gonna pay every single week. So every week you will get your dividend payments. Um, how well it's going to be, how well it's going to do, I don't know. But let's take a look at each individual ETF and see what the funds is all about. Let's start with NVIDIA first. So the fund does not hold NVIDIA directly. So you guys gotta keep that in mind, right? Investing on the fund does involves a very high risk of, investment. So make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Do your research before you actually go ahead and buy any of these ETF, due to the fact that um, it can crash. Who knows? But this is information is designed to growth and income in mind. Again, it's one of those promises, right? What is going to happen or no? Who knows? MVTI seeks to generate consistent weekly income while maintaining a meaningful exposure to the performance of NVIDIA Corporation. I don't know, guys. They always, come out with these claims and promises and stuff like that. Whether deliver or under deliver, who knows? TESS is the Tesla shares, which is that's the exact same thing as the first one that I just covered with you guys. That's the exact same thing. So they're just giving you three different ones for you to take part if you want to. But well, it's going to try to give you guys a 25% dividend yield per year. So if you invested $1,000 into this fund, 25% of that, that's $250 a year, right? Assuming that it stays consistent. But it also will give you a little bit of a price appreciation according to what they plan to do. Now, I promised you guys that we were going to jump into Ulti and see what Ulti has done in an entire year. So this is Ulti at the beginning of November 18th, right? So if you take a look, it was only $9.63. It went up a little bit to $10.21, but then it continued to crash every single week. So if you bought it up at the height up here, you kind of lost that a lot, because year to date they're down 57.22. So 57% in 22. That's how much they're down. And it's sad to see, because I used to love Ulti. I talk about Ulti all the time and how it was great and this and that and whatnot. But with the market being what it is, which is in a blender, it's just not doing too well. On other notes, there is a new ETF that I enjoy watching a lot, and this one is going to be, where is it? Give me 1 second. I had it here. I don't know what happened. All right. So here it is. I found it. So WPay. This one is from Roundhill, and it holds um, pretty much all the positions from Roundhill. Let's take a look at the actual holdings. So distributions, top holdings. Here we go. It has Google in it, Amazon, Apple, Berkshire Hathaway, Nvidia, Microsoft, and AMD. Um, what is this one? Semiconductor, something, something, Palantir, Netflix. If you want to see all of them, you can just click all. But and they have been very, very consistent. So let's take a look and see what they have done so far. Where is it? So W pay. Okay. So if we take a look at the dividends, what they have paid so far since inception, um, they haven't been that horrible. So since inception on September, they have paid 54 cents, 51 cents, and the following week, September 30th, 88 cents. October 7th, 73 cents. October 14th, they pay 85 cents. October 21st, 73 cents. October 28th, they pay 62 cents. November 4th, they pay 56 cents. November 14th, 57. And November 18th, they are planned to pay 38 cents per share. Now, This is not totally bad because although the market is crap as it is, they still continue to pay their dividends. I even own some of these shares of WPay. Not a lot. I only own 15 shares, and as you can see, the market is crap. But I'm going to show you some of the dividends that they have paid consistently since I own this ETF. So look, every single week they continue to get paid even more and more and more and more. So I end up buying a few more shares. Sold all of my shares of OT. I only have a share, one particular share. This company, HOOW, this is my portfolio right now. So it has crashed, but that's fine. The market, does this. And on today's, by end of the day today, I should get $548 from this company. I will buy more shares and I will continue to bring the average price cost per share down. And I will continue to buy more until the market comes back up. If you want to see what this company has been doing, this is since inception in June, right? To now, we're up $5 and I'm sorry, 5%, 5.31%. So not horrible, but I look at the height of the peak. They reached $85 per share, so they were up 68.59%. So not bad. And I will continue to hold because if we are talking about that, if it ever reaches that price again, let's look at a calculator. So if I have 784 shares, 784 times what was the highest? 85.46. So times 8500. So my portfolio is worth about $66,000 right now. So again, I am going to continue to hold. The market does this all the time. I'm not too worried about this. But I always tell people when the market is down, this is the time to buy because the market is kind of on sale. So you be the judge of that, and then you make a decision on what you want to do with your wallet. So this is the new ETF that was released today. Um, obviously because the market didn't open here, but when it started launching, it went to 49.46, 49.60, and now it's 49.69. I don't know if anybody has bought any shares. No, nothing yet. No trades, nothing like that. They still have 369 shares pending. So, hey, but if you want to get into this, it's up to you. You do what you want to do with your wallet. Again, this is not financial advice. Do with your money what you will. Do your own research before you start getting into investment. Because if you're afraid to lose some money, don't get into investments because the market goes up and down, goes up and down. So you be the judge of your own wallet. Do your own research, and you make a decision that is smart and good for you. All right. Don't listen to anybody on YouTube. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, stay safe, be well.